Hi, delegates. My name is Elisa Zhao. I'm from Minnesota, and I'm here with Christopher from Kentucky. Thank you for joining us tonight for our second live stream. Before we get started, this is your chance to make sure your friends don't miss out. So text them and get them on here. And while we wait, I must compliment Christopher on his fit. It is immaculate.
Thank you so much. Also, if at any time during our live stream, if you have any questions for us, let us know in the comments below, and we will be answering questions at the end of the segment. This could be about anything, whether that be CONA, media, or anything else you want us to answer.
So day 4 of CONA was a really big day for proposal delegates. They spent hours debating the proposals in GA, and they have my complete respect. I don't know that I would be able to stay passionate about proposals for so many hours.
I probably couldn't either, but that's why we're in media, right? Regardless, I'm very proud of this conference and what proposal delegates have been able to do with this unique style of debate.
We have something very special in store for everybody tonight. This has kind of been my pet project this conference, and I'm so excited to share it with you all. So state chants have been a really crucial part of every conference, and we are bringing them to you. To kick it off, we have 2 chants from Olivia Mack of Louisiana delegation and a chant from some members of the Oklahoma delegation. Let's see them.
Jambalaya, etouffee, we eat crawfish every day. Louisiana, Louisiana. When I say spicy, you say boys, spicy, boys, spicy, boys, spicy, 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 boys, boys, boys.
From the wheat fields to the plains, to the plains, to the place there ain't no rain. Aren't these ours insane? Oklahoma? Okay. From the East Coast to the West, you know which state's the best. We're better than the rest. Oklahoma? Okay.
That was so awesome, and I would like to thank those delegates for sending in those videos. If you like that and want your state to be part of this, please gather your state delegates and record your chant. You can send your chants to media@ymcacona.com to be featured.
So last night was the talent show, which went splendiferously. All of the acts, including those that might have been hindered by technical difficulties, were amazing. And everybody who participated should be proud of themselves. One of my personal favorite acts was an electric guitar rendition of the Star-Spangled Banner, because of not only the immense serotonin it gave me, but also because of the immense talent on display. With me now is the legend himself, Martin Martinez from Florida. Hi, Martin. How are you today? And how's CONA going for you?
I'm doing really good, and CONA's been really fun. You know, today was long, but it was filled with some really cool debates.
I bet. So I have a few questions for you. First question, how long have you been playing guitar? Because I assume you didn't just pick it up and play that, as amazing as that was.
I've been playing for about 3 years. I actually started because I was playing Guitar Hero. I'm like, you know what? I kind of want to do this for real. So
that's a good incentive as any. So
yeah, yep. But yeah.
Oh, do you want to say something else?
Oh no, I was just gonna say this past year has been like the year where I started like taking a little bit more seriously, especially like I think anybody with an instrument during like this time, like Corona and stuff like that, like the Corona or the instrument has been like my lifeline. Like anytime I'm like,
yeah, I mean, what else are you supposed to do?
Exactly, yeah.
Right. So I have another question for you. What actually compelled you to play the Star-Spangled Banner? Like, why did you do that? And I wonder, did you take inspiration from Jimi Hendrix's rendition of the song that he played at Woodstock in 1969?
Yeah, I think every guitarist knows that that is like Jimi Hendrix is one of the most legendary of all time.
That's the bar, right? Yeah.
So I tried to, give him some respect by playing it, but obviously not because I like, one, out of respect, and 2, because I have no idea how he does half of it.
Oh yeah, he's crazy. Yeah.
yeah. But I tried to give that its little rendition, especially because 4th of July is around the corner, and usually we're enjoying festivities together. So I figured it was a good way of trying to energize the song.
It was very energetic. I have to say, right when you started playing that, my brain was just bam, 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 bam. It was crazy. And anyway, I have a third and final question for you. Who is your favorite musician of all time?
Of all time, wow.
All time.
I gotta say Jimmy Page of Led
Mm.
Zeppelin, because some of the stuff that he comes up with is really crazy. So like I like that, making it your own like style. I think that's like what everybody should do with everything, is like take something and really evolve it.
I agree. I agree. Well, thank you so much for talking with us.
Thank you for inviting me.
Have you on. And it's nice to know another Hendrix fan. Thank you so much.
I gotta say, Martin, yesterday, right after your performance, like it was still playing, and Christopher texted me. He's like, "This kid, this is amazing. We need to talk to him tomorrow." And I was like, "Okay."
Thank you for having me. It really means a lot. All the love from Florida.
All right, next up, we have our recurring segment, Proposal of the Day. Today, we're featuring Joshua Howard from North Carolina. Our own Riley Potter sat down with Joshua earlier this week to talk to him about his proposal. Riley?
Hello, CONA delegates, and welcome to the Proposal of the Day, where we highlight one excellent proposal each day and discuss it with the author. My name is Riley Potter from the Commonwealth of Virginia, and I'm here today with Joshua Howard from North Carolina and the author of proposal number 115. The title of his proposal is Promoting Peace on the Korean Peninsula Through a Renewal of the Six-Party Talks. This sounds simple enough, but anything about promoting peace with Korea is complicated. So Joshua, let's just start off by letting you briefly explain what all your proposal is about.
Yeah, so ever since the foundation of Korea in the 1960s, North Korea has slowly been building up their nuclear program, culminating within the last decade a continuation of nuclear tests. And so what my proposal does is it tries to bring North Korea back to the table by resuming the six-party talks. And the six-party talks were a series of multilateral negotiations between 6 countries: the United States, North Korea, South Korea, China, Russia, and Japan, with the ultimate goal of dismantling North Korea's nuclear weapons program and promoting peace on the Korean Peninsula.
Yeah, so that sounds super interesting. When I first read your proposal, I thought it was a really cool idea. So how exactly did you decide to come up with this idea?
Yeah, so from a personal standpoint, I've always had an interest with global politics on international community. And so I knew I wanted to focus on a certain country and trying to promote peace in an unstable region. In North Korea had been a regime that I'd been following for years, something that had been of a personal interest. So I decided that's sort of what I wanted to look at and ultimately resolve.
Yeah. So have you done your committees yet? Like, have you given your speech yet?
Yes, I have. I gave mine yesterday.
So how did your committee take your proposal?
There was good debate on both sides. I prepared for some rebuttals, of course, and there were some new ideas, some new thoughts that I found interesting, and I'm working on revising around, looking back into. But ultimately, it went really well, and I'm really happy with how it turned out.
Yeah. Was there anything in your proposal that people were a little confused about, something you'd like to clear up?
Sure. So one of the major talking points of debate was China's involvement in the six-party talks. And many people believe that if we involved China in the renewal of talks, then they'll be fighting for their own interests and less of what American ideals and what us Americans want. But ultimately, without China, we really have little negotiating power. Over the last decade, the United States, South Korea, and Japan have been trying to put pressure on North Korea. Without help from China, especially in terms of economic sanctions, it's really ineffective, as well as military pressure and other factors. So people were concerned of being involved with China, but ultimately without China, we can't put enough pressure on North Korea to make them come to the talks.
Yeah, definitely. When I first read your proposal, that was the first thing I thought of. I was like, I don't really want to be in negotiations with China. But honestly, when you're talking about North Korea, I mean, China could easily, blow them up, really. They're so close, to be honest. They're just so close to them. So you really, if you're going to have negotiations with them, I think it was a good idea to put China in there. So what is one major aspect of your proposal that you really want to get across to delegates?
I think that, well, let me think. If there was one thing, I'm trying to narrow it down, you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Probably just that we've heard a lot more in the news about North Korea over the last couple of years, but this has really been something that's been going on, as I've said, since North Korea was founded. North Korea was installed by the Soviets as a communist state in the 1940s, And since then, even the Korean War, they began by violating South Korea's sovereignty. And that led into a decades conflict between major world powers, Russia, China, North Korea, the United States. So this hasn't been something that's just come up in the recent decade. This has been something that's slowly been brewing. And if we don't take care of it soon, it might just be too late.
Yeah. Well, I think at this point we definitely gained a better understanding of what your proposal is all about, and the media team wishes you luck for your proposal to go a long way. I thank you for joining me, and congratulations on being today's proposal of the day.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Riley, so much for putting that together. And that was an incredible proposal to hear about. So for the rest of the time today, I think we're just going to go over some questions from the YouTube comment section. Okay.
And we can just take turns answering both, if that's cool. For the first question, you probably won't be able to answer this one. But someone asked Christopher, where did you get that fabulous outfit? So I actually bought this tuxedo for prom, but due to a pandemic, I wasn't able to use it actually. So I thought, well, why not just wear it now, or just wear it around the house, or wear it when I go to McDonald's? Just, you know, gotta use it. So
We love that. I feel like a lot of people are in that boat where like this year's prom outfits just went out the window.
yeah,
Okay,
I mean, I paid money for it, so I might as well wear it.
Facts. Okay, the next question is, what was the most intriguing proposal you covered/read? And I haven't actually covered any proposals, but I've been sitting in on like committees and GA and things like that. And there's one proposal that I really liked, and it was from one of my fellow delegates from Minnesota, Farrah Bergstrom, and she wrote that she wanted to, she wanted basically to have people who run transportation be educated on oh my gosh, I'm blanking on the word. On human trafficking. So you educate the like people driving buses, the people like, you have to have transport as part of human trafficking. So educating those people is like an easier way to catch human traffickers, which I really like that one. What about you, Chris?
I guess I could give a shout out to one of the proposals from my state delegation, from Sarah Burbank. She has a proposal about prohibiting the use of brain-computer interfaces for law enforcement purposes. And I thought that was very interesting. So just a shout out to her. That one's really interesting to me. And the next question, this is a broad one. Who's your inspiration and why? Do you want to go first, or?
I'm gonna let you take this one. I actually have no idea.
So, in terms of broadly, this is gonna be like way out of left field, but my inspiration is actually Alexander the Great, the Macedonian conqueror. I actually have a bust of him in my room that I got for my birthday. So like, we ain't playing around, but I just think that he took over pretty much the entire known world when he was like 20. And that kind of dedication is like what I need in my life. So I will legitimately think about him sometimes when I'm low, because if he can conquer the world at 20, I should be able to conquer the world at like 17. So
I look forward to the day you conquer the world.
Yeah, just watch out, guys. Watch out.
Okay. I guess we could just do like 2 more questions.
I mean, I'm down to doing as many.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. The next one. How did you get associated with, okay, this person said YAG, like youth and government. I'm going to say it's youth in government. YIG. That's important.
Yes. YIG.
Yes. Do you want to go first?
Yeah, sure. I'm just going to keep, okay. Well, actually, in 6th grade, there wasn't KYA at my school, but we had a United Nations Assembly, and one of the countries that the school had was Germany. And when I was in 6th grade, I really liked Germany. So I basically joined CONA, what it's called, because I wanted to do Germany. And then I actually ended up liking it. So I just kept doing it.
Nice. Okay. Actually, our state does a thing called model assembly. So we do like a model state government, which I feel like most people do. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So we do that in 8th grade, and our delegation, we do a thing in 8th grade. We go around to the middle school and we just talk to everybody. So I heard that and I was like, wait, like this whole weekend at a hotel, no parents, I'm there. And I got hooked, and I've been there for a long time now, but I've been a courts kid the whole time. So Kona is kind of different for me, but I've had a really good time.
Me too. So the next question is, what's been your favorite part of participating in media? I'll take it first again. Well, the next question is the hardest part, so I'll just answer those as a bundle. My favorite part is the sense of community. I mean, even over Zoom meetings, you still feel this sort of convivial sense, I guess. But then on the flip side, the hardest part, I think, is it's definitely the workload, for one, because even while I'm just chilling at home, I still feel like I have a lot to do, or that I still need to do more. So that's how I feel about that.
Okay, I can take a crack at it. So my favorite part of being in media, I think, is just that we have the freedom to basically run with any ideas we have. And I really love that. Like the adults that work with us, they trust us enough to be like, hey, is this something you guys want to do? Okay, like make it happen. We'll support you in any way that we can. And that's so incredible to have. I would say the hardest part, kind of like what Christopher said, is like we never have like times when we're not on duty. It's kind of just like you work all day. And like you don't have to work all day, but you kind of work all day, and it's kind of never ending, which is a little bit tough to have. Okay, and then the next question. Well, I guess it says, are you all first or second year delegates? If second year, what's your favorite memory of the mountain? Chris?
I am actually a first year delegate, and I'm very sad that I will not get to see the mountain, but I can envision it in my head, and it's beautiful. So.
Yeah, same. I actually have never been to the mountain either, so I'm kind of missing out on that. But I'm a junior, so fingers crossed next year we can get that together.
Yeah, me too. Okay, so did we talk about the challenges of live streaming?
We did not. No.
Well, one of the challenges could be accidentally not unmuting yourself.
I can imagine doing that. I
don't know who would do that, but and then I guess the other big issue would be like internet connection, because like your internet could just cut out, and that would suck.
Yeah, this whole time I've kind of just been like, hold on till the end, and if you, yeah,
Stay,
it's
please.
Anxiety.
Oh, there's somebody that speaks German. Hallo, mein Freund. Ich spreche Deutsch. Hi. Okay, any more questions? Any more Frage, as we would say in German?
The casual bilingual flex.
Whatever. Trust me, just as a tidbit, if you want to learn a language very quickly, go to the country for like a week or two, preferably when you know nothing, and you will just like learn it instantly. When I went to Germany, I learned it like instantly, so that was fun.
That's a solid advice. All right, well, I think that's going to be all for questions today. Tomorrow is another really big day of debating, and it's time for plenary. So sessions will once again be from 2 to 6, and we just want to wish good luck to all the delegates who are presenting or speaking tomorrow. And media also has another live stream tomorrow night, so log on at 7:30 to watch.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and good luck tomorrow. You'll do great, and I'll